Hey there, everybody. I wanted to share a few thoughts with you about the video, the notes that we took. Something that really stuck out with me this past Wednesday night as we watched the video was the portion that she just reminded us of this beautiful, powerful verse in 1 Timothy 6, chapter 20, where it says, "O Timothy, guard what has been entrusted to you." And you remember where she had us write it out in our own, with our own name, making it personal to ourselves. I wrote out, "Oh, Fran, guard what has been entrusted to you." And so I think it's really important before we move even further into our homework that we take that verse and we just kind of sit on it for a little while, that we just think about what that means and how do we feel about what the Lord has entrusted to us. He has given us His Word, and He has given it to us. He has entrusted us to guard it. Remember that we are to keep it intact, that we want to preserve it, that we want to keep it and hold on to it, be protective of it. And so I think sometimes before we can even do that, we've got to think about how we even feel about Him and His Word, and just ask Him to examine our own heart. Is He really our everything? Are we pursuing Him and seeking Him like our life depended on it? Do we love Him with everything that we have? I think it is worth just spending some moments with Him and confessing where we are falling short, that we begin to pray daily, every morning when you open up the Word of God. Ask Him, beg Him to make Him the absolute thrill and desire of your heart. That you really do want to be the woman that is pursuing Him with everything that you have. That you want to be found so faithful with His Word that you guard it, that you keep it intact, because we all have the calling to pass it on and to give it to the next generation, to those behind us, to our families, to those that we have influence over. And so in order to do that, in order to guard this very thing, our relationship and the gospel, to guard it with all that we have got to love Him and seek Him and pursue Him with everything that we have. If we're going to pass it off, if we are going to be found faithful, if we are going to be entrusted with this gospel and with our calling, I think it's sometimes just important to just take a step back and examine where we are with our walk. And if we need to make an adjustment, let's make an adjustment. And every single day, ask Him, Lord, give me the desire not just to pursue You, but to understand, to see You. Change me, reveal Yourself to me. Let You come alive through Your Word. So anyway, that's just kind of how I feel about that verse. It's so powerful to me. Spend some time in that verse, pray it, ask Him to reveal some things about yourself and Himself before we move forward through this study, because when it's all said and done, the end of 6 weeks, at the end of our life, I want to have spent everything that I had, this gospel and my gifting, for His name and for His honor and for His glory. And I think you do too. Okay, I hope that blesses y'all. I hope that encourages you. I sure do love you, and I am praying for you always. Okay, I'll be back in touch soon, all right? Have a great weekend. Bye-bye.